When I say bananas, you say peppers. And today we're going to be doing a ColourPop cosmetics haul. I placed an order a little while ago. It's probably been about 2.5 weeks. I'm one of those crazy people. I don't know. I have heard a lot of people are doing this right now. And then other people are like, what do you mean? But for the most part, I leave all of my packages like sitting dormant for usually at least 2 weeks after they arrive, you know, just to try and be as cautious as I can. Also, oh my gosh, you guys, I am in the process of testing out ink box tattoos. You guys have been requesting me to test them out forever. And I don't know if you guys just saw the video I posted the other day where I tested out the Prinker tattoo printer. But I thought, like, since we just did that video, it would be fun to do this video, but I'm in like the development process. So I'm just having to sit here with a giant piece of sticky tape on my arm for 60 minutes. This video will probably go up before the other video does because this is gonna be like a 2-week long filming process, I think, of like checking in and seeing how long it really lasts. Anyway, I thought a lot of you guys would want to know what is this giant square shaped piece of tape on my arm. So I just want to let you guys know. So yes, this is an order I placed on ColourPop. I still do get their PR quite frequently, but I just wanted to buy some items that I never did get and some items that are like my old favorite staple items. So that's what we're gonna be looking at today. I thought it would just be fun to unbox it together. And also, you guys, I'm unboxing this today because I'm trying to see if I was able to order the freckle pin. I can't remember if I placed this order right before ColourPop just launched a freckle pin, and I don't remember if that's in this order or not, but I am trying to gather, and I guess I'll ask you guys because maybe this would be a video better on this channel than my main channel. I don't know. I kind of want to do like a battle of the freckle pins because if you guys noticed this, but I feel like freckle pins is like the latest, biggest beauty trend. Like I know Lime Crime just came out with one, ColourPop just came out with one. There's like a high-end one that's like $40 for some reason. Freaking why? I don't know. Anyway, there's this little card on top. It says, "You make me melt." That's pretty cute. Receipt. We don't need that. Okay, very first item. Ooh, okay, it is an ultra blotted lip. And I'm pretty sure I did have this shade before. This is the shade Starling. I don't know why I keep wanting to call it Startling. I really wanted to get a bunch of shades just like this right now and a bunch of shades that are also grayish. I don't know why I'm like so into gray makeup again lately. Ooh, I love this so much. This is one of my all-time favorite lip liner shades, and I have not had this in forever. So this is in the shade BFF2, and I think that maybe I have BFF1 in here as well, and I'm gonna go ahead and take off the cap so you guys can see. Up next is a liquid eyeliner in the shade Try Me, and I have definitely had this before. I love ColourPop's red makeup products. They have red eyeliners and they have red mascara, which I absolutely love, and I used to not be able to get red mascara from any other brand other than Louboutin. And I don't even know what happened to Louboutin Cosmetics. Do they still exist? But yeah, it was like, needless to say, not very fun to pay like $80 for a tube of mascara, but they do have a really awesome red mascara. So I don't know how well you guys are gonna be able to see this. Y'all know I'm not that crazy about swatching stuff right now, especially stuff that's gonna be going on the eyes. This is Cream Gel Liner in the shade Venus. And this is the first product where I'm honestly like, what is this? Like I don't remember what shade this is. It might be purple. Maybe I restocked on the purples as well. Oh no, okay, so I got the felt tip liner to do like the wing on the upper eyelid. And then this is just a blood red matching cream gel eyeliner for the waterline. I almost called it the lower eyelid. don't think that's a real technical term. Next, I have another cream gel liner in the shade Puppy. And I remember what this is because this is one of my all-time favorite products as well. This is just like the red eyeliner I showed you guys, except for it's bright orange. And you guys know me, every year that like we're coming up on October, fall rolls around, I start to do like my extreme all over monochromatic orange makeup look. I love that so much, where it's just all orange eyeshadow, orange blush, orange lip. It's a look, to say the least. All right, you guys, up next is something that I'm so excited for, and I feel like I kept seeing this come back in stock, and then every time I would try and go buy it, it would be out of stock. But they just released this whole new like pastel tie-dye collection, and I'm not sure if you guys know this. If you're a fan of ColourPop, you probably do, but they not only have like ColourPop, they have Fourth Ray Beauty, which is more of kind of like a skincare. They do some foundation shades and stuff now, and then they also have Soul Body, which they have like body oils and I think like body bronzers, tanning lotion, all kinds of stuff like that. But a product that I love from Soul, I keep wanting to call them Soul Beauty, but it's Soul Body, is their Shimmering Dry Oil. And I have one that is purple that I use all the time. I don't remember what collection that came out with, but I use it all the time. But this, what is this called? Rainbow Glow. So let's go ahead and shake it up. And I will swatch this for you guys since this is like a body product that doesn't go on my face anyway. Oh, my hands are so dry from, you guys can guess it, washing my hands too much. I don't know if hands is even gonna be a good place to swatch this. Worst swatch ever, without a doubt. Anyway, normally I put this like on my neck and like my, you know, what is the fancy word for chesticles? Décolletage or something? That is where I normally wear these products. They have a very delightful coconut scent, and I don't know if you guys are gonna really be able to truly see, but I can see them in person. There are like little shimmery reflects, and in this one, it's kind of like you can see all different colors instead of just like one color, like, you know, solid purple or something. So definitely looking forward to using this. Up next, since I was just talking about that tie-dye collection, I think this was the only palette that I was able to get so far in that collection. There are 3 different palettes, one that's like green, I think, one that's pink, and one that's kind of like purple. I think that this is the most purple looking one, and it's called In a Trance. And honestly, I love everything about this. Obviously, I love the tie-dye-ness, and I love the font, like this kind of like gothic looking. Woo, love it. Okay. So let's open this up so you guys can see what the palette looks like. And it has the same font here. And this is like the all purple palette. The only thing that I don't like are these like pressed glitters. I mean, I would just never like put chunky glitter like that on my eyeball. I know that there are some people that do it every day and think I'm totally like wacky for not being like, oh yeah, glitter, whatever. But I think that they even like put a little asterisk on the back and say like, not intended for use on immediate eye area, which I don't know why this shade, they're saying that this Daydream Baby, that has that little asterisk notation as well. I mean, I would feel comfortable using a shadow like that usually. I mean, because to me it's just shimmery, but they always say with those kind of like flaky, chunky glitter ones, like don't put it near your eyes. So I don't know. Generally, I just stay away from those. And that's just me. Sometimes I honestly think about depotting shadow palettes like this just to like get the rest of the colors away from the super glittery shades, but I don't know. Okay, up next is something that I'm honestly shocked I do not have in my ColourPop collection yet, and I know that this has been out for a while, but I think it's like a super popular palette that I also see just sell out all the time. It is the Going Coconuts palette. So this one is a palette full of very, very pretty neutral shades. I was trying to say they are pretty neutral, like they're pretty neutral, and then I was trying to say they are also pretty neutral. So this is what the palette looks like. I absolutely love these monochromatic palettes from ColourPop. As you can see, they are just like super addictive to collect and own. And yeah, I just felt like these shades would be great to just do an entire look just using this one palette, or also to go through and use a lot of these as base shadows and also transition shades. So I feel like I'm gonna get a lot of use out of this one. Oh, my bra. It keeps like crawling up today. I don't know why. Okay, up next is something that is like a repurchase for me and something that I've always wanted, which is the Blue Moon palette. I have always wanted this monochromatic palette, and I'm sure you guys can guess, it's a palette of all blue shades. So earlier this year, I feel like I was really into monochromatic blue eyeshadow looks, and I kind of miss doing that. And I always wanted to attempt that with this palette, but I never have because I've never owned it until now. This palette, I don't think, yeah, see, this one is completely eye safe. No notations for any shades whatsoever. And I don't think that the Going Coconuts, yeah, see, this one is all eye safe as well. So I really appreciate that, you know, with an eyeshadow palette where I can comfortably and safely use them on my eyes. Ah! Oh my gosh, it's time for me to peel this off. Okay, I'll see you guys again in the very near future. I'm glad I've got that giant like piece of tape off of my arm now. It was like kind of starting to drive me crazy, honestly. Now let's move on to a repurchase. I think this palette came out like 2 years ago already, but I absolutely loved it when it first came out. I feel like this is also like kind of the beginning of when ColourPop first started coming out with all of their monochromatic 9-pan palettes. This is the Honey palette, which I'm sure you guys can tell is the all yellow palette. Now, I also remember, I think that this was the first time that I saw the little like not for eye use notation on a ColourPop palette. And I remember I was particularly bummed about that for this palette because the shade that you're not supposed to use looks so gorgeous. Well, I don't know why I say not supposed to use. Because like, obviously people are just using it every day, all the time. But it's that center shade called Palooza. And I guess just when I first saw it, like in pictures before I actually received the palette before, it just looked like it was gonna be similar to the textures of their Super Shock shadows, which I use and love all the time. And I feel like the Super Shock shadows are like the OG ColourPop eyeshadow. Do you guys remember those? They were like the single pan. They were a very interesting texture to them. I don't even know what we would call the texture because it wasn't like a gel and it wasn't fully like a cream and it wasn't fully like a powder. It's like this weird no man's land situation. But oh my God, I remember when ColourPop first launched and you could get like $5 matte liquid lipsticks in every shade imaginable and $5 magical super shimmery eyeshadows in every shade imaginable. And now I think that they've mostly switched to making palettes and products like this, and I don't even think that they really sell the Super Shock shadows anymore, which is kind of a bummer because they were great and amazing for just like popping on the center of your eye to like really just make your look pop in a much more like metallic way. So that's what I thought we were going to be getting in the center of this palette, but unfortunately chunky glitter. But yeah, that's the only shade in this palette that they say is not eye safe. So hey, You win some, you lose some. We've got 2 monochromatic palettes left. And once again, one is a brand new one that I've never had before, and one is a repurchase. And I love the fact that they just bundled the orange palette and the black palette together. It's like a little taste of Halloween. So this is the one that surprisingly I have never had till now. It's the Blowin' Smoke palette, and I love the packaging with the little stars. I feel like the packaging is always so adorable. So let's see what this looks like on the inside. There is the packaging. I almost feel like you can like barely read what does that say? Ooh, this is like gorgeous. And I think all of these, yeah, all of these are eye safe as well. So, I mean, that's the good news, is I feel like very few of these ColourPop shadows have the like not intended for eye use shades. All right, the other palette is once again in preparation for my all orange makeup looks with the Orange You Glad. And I think the packaging is once again so cute. I know I probably said that after pulling out each product, but I love the little orange here and then the cute little like slice for the letter D. And it's been a long time since I have had this palette, so I don't 100% even remember what it looks like. So this is what the palette looks like on the outside. And then here we go, opening it up on the inside. Oh no, I didn't remember. There's one of the super glittery ones in the middle of this pan as well. But I remember, oh my gosh, I used to use this shade and this shade and this shade and that shade. I mean, really, like I absolutely love once again to do the all orange monochromatic look. Honestly, probably orange makeup looks and purple makeup looks are my most worn makeup looks over like the last 4 years. But I just love having like a huge selection of, you know, slightly different orange shadows, because I feel like you can really create like some really dimensional looking looks with makeup like that, you know, where you have a shade that's like slightly darker and then you've got like a transition that's very close. And then for some unknown reason, even after buying an entire orange eyeshadow palette, I still bought a single orange pressed pigment shade, and this is in the shade Bratty. And you guys can see it's literally just a matte, like super bright orange. I've definitely had this before. I think I bought this in anticipation. I want to do for a vlogoween video this year, like a video where I make my own makeup palette that's like an ideal looking Halloween makeup palette. I just think that would be fun. And then the very last thing in here is something that I have and haven't tried before. Whenever they came out with, and I'm gonna have to just throw in a picture here because I don't remember what the collab was. I think they came out with it like a year and a half, 2 years ago. It was like the fall collection. Actually, maybe fall collection of 2019. I seem to remember the packaging was like leopard looking, and I think they were trying to go for a whole like clueless like 90s schoolgirl. Jeez. Suddenly I can't talk. A clueless 90s schoolgirl vibe. And I think it was the first time that ColourPop launched false eyelashes. And there was a pair that I just loved. And I honestly, I very rarely like reuse false eyelashes. But this pair, I think I reused like 4 or 5 times, which is a lot for me. The only ones I generally reuse are the magnetic ones, but just like regular strip lashes, I don't know. I just generally don't reuse. I have very sensitive eyes. So like, I feel like once I put like mascara and glue and eyeshadow and liner and everything on them, it's very hard for me to even be able to use them again. So anyway, I absolutely loved a pair of those false eyelashes. And unfortunately, they did not have that exact same style that I could repurchase, but they had these. And these are in the style Bay. and they looked like they were gonna be so pretty. I love lashes like this, like very spiky, but also like very wispy, very long, but not like too thick. And I remember the lash band just being very easy to work with. And so there you have it. I mean, honestly, not being able to repurchase those lashes is the only downside to ColourPop to me. They launch a ton of new collections all the time, which is so fun. It's like Pokemon, gotta catch them all. I feel like they're always just coming out with new products that are amazing, and I love them. But the only downside to that is you better get it if you like it, if you want it, because odds are, like any of their like special collections that they come out with, they might restock it like once or twice, but very rarely anything beyond that. So it's kind of like if you don't get it, you will never get it. Like I remember they came out with like a strawberry collection, and they had these amazing bright red jelly eyeshadows, and oh my god, I love those things so much. Can't repurchase them. My all-time favorite ColourPop collection of all time favorite of all time, is the My Little Pony collection. Oh my god, I miss that collab so much. So that is it for today, you guys. And my camera, the screen is going dark. I've been filming way too much today. Let me know, what do you guys think about these products? Have you tried any of these? These eyeshadow palettes, the monochromatic ones, I highly, highly recommend. I have never gotten one of these that I've been disappointed by, and I think that they are $12 a piece. Sometimes you can catch them on a sale and they're like $9, but really, you can't go wrong with them. And the same goes for all of these eyeliners. Like, oh my god. I would love to know all of you guys' thoughts and opinions in the comments down below. And I hope y'all are having an awesome day. Thank y'all so, so much for taking a little time out of your day to spend it with me. If you're not already and you'd like to be, hit the button down below, subscribe, become a member of the Banana Peppers squad today. And until I see you guys again, stay happy, stay healthy, stay sassy, stay banana peppery. I love y'all so, so much, and I'll be back again very, very soon. Bye!